Welcome to another episode of Grind It Out, where you write in your problems and we try to solve them while we drink coffee. On this episode of Grind It Out, we are drinking Stumptown Coffee's Holler Mountain. And if you would like to see our full review of that coffee, then click on the link in the description. All right, so today's question comes from Fletch from Flin Flon.
I just love that name.
Yes. And then also in parentheses, they've written Manitoba.
Do you think that they know that you love Fletch? That that's one of your all-time favorite movies? Have we talked about that?
I don't know
I wonder.
if they know that. And if I didn't talk about it and I don't know who this person is in real life, then I'm concerned that they know that. All right, so anyway, I'll go ahead and read their question. It's lengthy, but I'm going to get through it, and then we will do our best to answer it. Hello, J.R. and Kayla. I love your show. I was so excited to see that you posted a new video. Missed you so much. We missed you too, Fletch from Flin Flon, Manitoba. Anyway, I work the graveyard shift 14 plus hours and drink too much coffee.
First of all,
You're wrong right there.
Is there really any such thing as too much coffee?
Right. But they say, I also suffer from gastrointestinal issues, which I think are being worsened by my extreme consumption of coffee. It's known that caffeine stimulates the gastrointestinal tract and increases colonic motor activity. Since I have ibs-d, I think we know what the D stands for, it's possible that caffeine is speeding up the colonic transit time by attracting water to the colon, which would then cause the D and abdominal pain. I know you're not a doctor, but what do you suggest? I think I should try drinking beverages that have less caffeine, such as instant coffee, or tea. I'd hate to switch to decaffeinated coffee.
With you there.
There you go. I know that in some cases, people are not actually sensitive to caffeine at all, but to other components in coffee. The thought of eliminating coffee completely would be too difficult for me, I think. Again, tough decisions here. Help. Thank you so much for always brightening my day when I watch one of your videos. Take care. Okay. I thought for a moment I knew who this might be, but then they said they worked the graveyard shift, so it's not them.
Okay.
So maybe we don't know this person.
Yeah, I didn't even know you knew anyone in Manitoba.
No, I mean, maybe they're not really in Manitoba.
You mean to tell me they might have disguised their location? Okay, so first of all, we should say, we're not doctors.
Fletch from Flin Flon, Manitoba said that.
He even said that.
Yeah.
But
or she.
Just so everyone out there really understands, We're not doctors.
Not doctors.
But I've got thoughts on this, and I bet you do too.
And I've got brains like a doctor. But I've not been trained. All right, let's hear your thoughts.
Okay, so my first thought is I tend to approach food and food sensitivities as if I like the thing, I'm going to eat it. And I'm just going to deal with the consequences of it. There's a quote from Mark Twain that is kind of my philosophy on life, which is one of the secrets to life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out on the inside. And so that's what I do. Like, there have been times in the past where I have kind of thought, oh, maybe I'm sensitive to like dairy or whatever. And I just have decided like that's probably in my head. So I just go ahead and just eat it and let it, just deal with the consequences. And what I have found is when I took that attitude, I generally don't notice those symptoms as much. And I've seen other people do that too, where it's like, oh, I can't have dairy, but then they'll, eat dairy. And you kind of think, well, maybe you can. Like, maybe you're not as sensitive to it as you. Not that I'm saying that Fletch is dealing with that. I'm just saying it's something that I have experienced in the past.
And I have experienced also issues with dairy. From a young time in my life. I know you're not asking about dairy, but this is just a situation that we've dealt with.
It was IBS-like. He was never diagnosed with IBS.
Because I don't ever go to the doctor. Right. The last time I asked a doctor a question was when our youngest was a baby. Yeah. And it was like, well, while I'm here, I might as well ask a question. Yeah. But I don't go to the doctor otherwise. So dairy plays a mean role in my belly. But you know what I told the dairy years ago? I said, listen, dairy, I'm not going to quit you. So don't you try to destroy me from the inside out. And then sometimes the outside in. Don't even try it. So I just went at it with a vengeance. And I eat dairy and drink milk and just, actually, I think it has helped. Just by having more of it. Yeah. Which it sounds like you're having a lot of coffee. So yeah, maybe that's not going to do it. Right. But it could be something else.
Well, here's what I was wondering. Yeah. Is everything else in your life going well. Because, like, just stress can manifest in a lot of different ways. You're working the graveyard shift, which is tough.
And if you're married, and family toughness.
Yeah, because, like, he worked the night shift for a while, and that was so hard. I mean, it was hard on our family. It was just tough on him. Just biologically, it's tough, right? Like, you were always tired, and it was hard to get into a routine, and like trying to juggle family. It was just really, really tough. So
maybe the coffee is an easy, like, scapegoat.
Yeah, that's
where you
exactly
say, well,
what I was thinking. Yeah,
caffeine can cause problems, and I'm drinking a lot of caffeine, but you're also working a lot of hours at night,
right,
away from home. Even if you're not married,
yeah, it can still be tough on your social life.
Yeah, it's like, well, I gotta be at work, and do all that.
Yeah.
So the coffee might be an easy excuse.
Not that we're saying you're making excuses.
Yeah, because you want to keep it.
Right. Yeah.
But look at other areas of your life.
Right.
Maybe it's not the coffee at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Could be stress, or it could be vegetables. You could just cut out vegetables.
Right.
That's what I would do. See if that works.
Terrible. Why did I say right? I was just going along with it. Yeah, he's making sense.
No, vegetables are good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you can try cutting back a bit. Like, I find once I get to 4 cups, I need to cut myself off from coffee. Because, if I drink more than that, I get, like, anxious feelings. Yeah. Like, I'm worried. Like, and it's just, like, this kind of generalized worry that just starts to happen after I've had the 5th cup. And so I just say, generally 3 cups a day or less is what I try to kind of hold myself to.
Yeah. Or you could tell yourself every day, it's not the coffee. It's not the coffee. It's not the coffee.
Right.
And who knows? That might fix it.
I mean, you can certainly talk to your doctor about all this stuff.
Not my kid's doctor, though. He's not in business anymore.
Right.
So I don't know who I'm going to go to.
Right.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're not doctors.
Yeah.
But you have something to add on that still?
On decaf, because he said he doesn't really want to go decaf, which I have heard is worse on your stomach.
Yeah.
It's like higher in acidity and stuff. And, plus then you don't get the caffeine jolt. And
so what's the point?
It's like, I think it probably doesn't taste as good either. So yeah, I'm with you. Like, either go full throttle or just don't drink it at all.
And another thing is, if it feels like you just want something hot to drink, you like whatever.
Yeah.
We have a friend who drinks hot water. Like, when they said, I've had too much coffee, I'm just going to switch to hot water.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it answers that.
Hot.
I want to be holding something that's hot, kind of whatever. Yeah. Because
works for her.
Yeah. And sometimes after you have a lot of cups of coffee, it's kind of like you don't really taste the coffee anymore. It's just like you're just drinking the coffee.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
I think we sussed that out pretty good.
Yeah. So Fletch from Flin Flon, Manitoba. We really do hope that helps. And I know it's been a little while since you've written in, so hopefully you've figured something out prior to this and you weren't hanging all your hopes and dreams on your coffee consumption on this video appearing. Because in all reality, from the recording date to the release date, it's probably going to be a week or so.
Right.
So it's going even longer. All right. If you have a question that you would like for us to discuss while drinking coffee and it's not immediately needing an answer, go to the link in the description and there's a Google form. You can answer just a few short questions. Two questions.
Two questions.
One about the problem, one about a code name, like Fletch from Flin Flon. And we'd be happy to go over it and say what we can say about it.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you on another thing.